Michelle Obama, the strangest first lady ever, shows up once again in the news. And frankly, it is super creepy. I'm John Mike Keene.
So she just started by saying she's going to do this, she's going to do that, she's going to do all these wonderful things. Why hasn't she done it?
And we loved staying in touch with the Obamas. So here's an article from the Washington Times. Here's the headline: Fraud plagues Biden parole program. That's in quotes, the parole program. Michelle Obama's passport used dead people named sponsors. Now that's a headline. It's appropriate for Halloween and Michelle Obama. Boo. Okay, let's take a look over here at our article. Gang members and scammers using dead people's names were applying to be sponsors for President Biden's fraud-riddled immigration, quote unquote, parole program that has welcomed hundreds of thousands of migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, the Washington Times has learned.
She's been there for 3.5 years. They've had 3.5 years to fix the border. They've had 3.5 years to create jobs and all the things we talked about. Why hasn't she done it?
What a disaster. Who's running the country? What the heck? The program was also starved of staffing. Okay, great. So they have no oversight, leaving it unable to track down all the fraud, according to the government's internal audit. The government being Democrat Party, the government audit shows that the Democrat Party doesn't know what it's doing, which said the program was, quote, well-intentioned. Guys, that's my favorite word. When the government says, well, it was well-intentioned, but became a means for fraudsters to, quote, victimize the migrants themselves and steal Americans' identities. What a great government program you have there, Kamala Harris and Biden. It's so well-intentioned, but became a means for fraudsters to victimize the migrants. You know who's mean to migrants? They're always going like, Trump put them in cages. The Biden administration made them victims of fraudsters and helped steal Americans' identities. Whose identity did they steal? One of them is Michelle Obama. In one case, someone filed an application using the passport number of former First Lady Michelle Obama. Everybody happy now in the Democrat Party? You guys are your own worst enemies. Even Michelle Obama, your own people are victims of your programs, of what you do. You're terrible for each other. The program allows migrants from Ukraine, Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela to enter the U.S. without a legal visa. Boy, that sounds like a really good idea. Is Kamala did she bring that up on the debate? Is that one of her talking points? It requires them to have a U.S.-based sponsor to promise financial support. Okay, good, because we need to get them more money, these illegal aliens. We need to get them some money right away. We need to get them a financial support sponsor. The process for approving sponsors, well, it was riddled with loopholes and snafus that made fraud easy to perpetrate and tough to spot, according to a 23-page internal audit by Michael Mayhew, head of the Immigration Records and Identity Services Division at U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Since there's little to no barrier to entry to file, there's a lot of fraud, exploitation, and duplicative filings that have occurred, Mr. Mayhew said in the audit. There you go. That's why Democrats can't be trusted with anything. How bad is it? The Biden officials paused the program in the wake of Mr. Mayhew's findings, but USCIS insisted it had fixed the problems and restarted it last month. The agency adopted some of Mr. Mayhew's recommendations, changes, but not all of them. Quote, together with our existing rigorous vetting of potential beneficiaries seeking to travel to the United States, these new procedures for supporters have strengthened the integrity of these processes and will help protect against the exploitation of beneficiaries, unquote. The Department of Homeland Security lied in the statement. This is a lie. Remember, they said the border's secure. The same Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security, that said the border was secure. They just said there's been progress on this situation. They're lying to you. They've always been lying to you. I'm laughing at them. If you're laughing too, leave a comment below. Let me know. How terrible is it that Michelle Obama is being exploited by immigrants using her identity? Is it justice? Is it sweet justice, or is it terrible? I'm John Mike Keene.
She should leave right now, go down to that beautiful White House, go to the Capitol, get everyone together and do the things you want to do, but you haven't done it, and you won't do it because you believe in things that the American people don't believe in.